Okay, this is going to be a generic welcome video for both my summer online classes. Some of you are in Stats 216, some are in Math 121, College Algebra. And for both of you, a lot of things are going to be very similar. If you look in Brightspace, the announcements area, you're going to find a document that says read me first, read this document first. And I just happen to have the stats one up. So I want you to read through this. It's an online class, and it's kind of up to you to ask questions as you need. The platform we're going to be using for homework is My Math Lab. So Pearson My Math Lab. The easiest way to get there, when you get into the Brightspace, there's going to be a registration document. All you really have to do is type in mymathlab.com and enroll in the course. Now, if you've been in a course before, so unfortunately, if you're taking one of these courses again, you should be able to just add it without having to pay. And the code for finding me in the course is on the registration sheet. And if I'd be smart, just to bring the registration sheet up. And for example, this one will be for stats. That's not right here, Paulington 40187. If you're in stats, that's what you'll be putting in. If you're in college algebra, you'll be putting in a different course code. And then you've probably, if you've been in the class before, you should not have to pay again. It kind of depends what kind of code you had originally. Or you can buy access as you sign into this, or you can get the book from the bookstore and have the code. So if I can't control anything with Pearson other than what content I put in. So your password, your login, that's all up to you to remember. Okay, and I've used this platform for quite a while in stats and algebra, and it works fairly well. So we'll have more on that here in a second. When you get into My Math Lab, this is my course list, and hopefully there's a few more here for me than for you. College algebra, it's going to look like this. Let's see if it loads up here. Running a little slow. For you, assignments, that's where your homework's going to be, and there's actually assignments loaded. They'll be opening next week, actually, if you want to get working ahead of time. College algebra, you're going to get quite a few more assignments than stats will in the course of a week, and that's just how it's set up. You want to look at the due dates on things. In statistics, a lot of things will be due on like Sundays or Mondays. In algebra, it could be Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, or Mondays, so you want to keep track of those due dates. The big thing for you, assignments, chapter contents, skills for success, study plan, all these things can help you out. Multimedia library is my favorite. You can go to multimedia library, and we're going to start like in chapter 2 if you're in college algebra, and you could pick a section that you want to work on, and then you can bring up videos with the book manufacturer has, learning activities, animations, textbooks, PowerPoints, whatever. You can find them all, and then you can go and look at those. I'll also be posting videos in YouTube, and I'll have links to those in the content area of Brightspace for both your courses. So My Math Lab is an important aspect for both of you. The videos in YouTube, I try to keep them short, 10 minutes or so, and you can pause them as you're working on them, taking notes to help you out. I don't do videos on every single subject. I do videos on the concepts and some examples, and I'm hoping that they're the same kind of examples I would use in a face-to-face class, just less of them maybe. So utilize those. Brightspace, and you'll have your courses, statistics, algebra. I'll grab the algebra course. When it comes up, a few items to start with. Read me first, read this first document, that's what I had up. The syllabus, the registration document, and the summer pacing. Summer pacing is what I expect to get through in a week, each week by chapter, sometimes by section, and it'll also have on there lists of quizzes when I expect to be doing a quiz, but it kind of depends how we're progressing. So one important thing for you to keep track of, I'm just opening a syllabus. Here's one for stats. I'm going to tell you how you're going to be graded. Student assessment. So homework, quizzes, projects, anything that falls into this heading. Projects could just be a long homework, or 70% of your grade in statistics. Then you're going to have a final as 30%. That will be in bright space. And I see a thing here about discussion on Zoom. So let's bring up the whole Zoom thing. Both classes are going to be utilizing Zoom. It's a free account. You go to zoom.us, you set up a free account, and I'll have a couple sessions a week, and you can come and see video back and forth. I can share my screen and help you out. It's just another way to help. So I would suggest you utilize it. I did it this last spring in stats, and the people that came to those religiously passed. 2 of them with A's. So they came to everyone I had. So I just suggest that's probably the way you want to go with it. Let's see other information. I'll have more videos up as we go along. I'm just trying to get you used to, one, my voice and how I expect things to kind of go here. So if you're in college algebra, I think you probably want to go in, look at the syllabus and do that sort of thing. Get your Zoom account set up. If you're in stats, you want to hang on and keep on listening, because I'm going to talk about a few more things. So in statistics, I want to take a lot of the worries of the calculations out of your hands, because honestly I could care less about some of those calculations. I want you to use this platform called StatCrunch, and you can get to this in my math lab. There's going to be a link to it on every or most homework problems where you need it. You can also just go in and use your password and login that you have for my math lab. So it's going to be the same login that you have for my math lab, and I just click on one of these, and it brings up a spreadsheet looking thing, a lot like Excel, and I'll have a couple videos on Excel as well, but this is easier in some regards. So StatCrunch is something you do want to utilize early. A lot of times people don't want to use it. They think it's complicated. Well, that usually doesn't work out very well for them. So I'm just going to suggest, let's get into this early and do some stuff, play around with it, and I want the calculations to be the easy part here. Now, statistics, you have to think about, well, why am I doing this? What's it all mean? I'm just trying to make part of it easier for you. Okay, so stats, let's go ahead and jump in, look at your syllabus, look at your pacing, and there's homework awaiting for you. All right, have a good one.